Want to go on Matthew 17, reading from verse 22 to 27. 22. As they were gathering in Galilee, Jesus said to them, "The Son of Man is about to be delivered into the hands of men, and they will kill him, and he will be raised on the third day." And they were greatly distressed. Here, once again, Jesus predicts his own death, very specific, raised on the third day, just like he did in the chapter before, chapter 16. He'll repeat this again in Matthew chapter 8, chapter 20, verse 18. These prophecies are throughout the Bible. In fact, I think there's about 300 prophecies regarding Jesus, from the Old Testament all the way through, and many of them very specific, which really sets the Bible apart from any other book, where we have these exact prophecies of Jesus predicting his own death and many things surrounding that. Verse 24, and when they came to Capernaum, the collectors of 2 drachma, 1 drachma was a day's wage, so 2 drachmas, 2 days' wages, went up to Peter. This is temple tax that they had to pay every year. This comes from Exodus, where they'd have to give some money that would actually go towards the running of the temple and the sacrifices and all that. And so they come to Peter and they said, "Does your teacher pay tax?" And he said yes, very quick to answer, because this would be the right thing to do. And when he came into the house, Jesus spoke to him first, saying, "What do you think, Simon? From who do kings of the earth take toll or tax? From their sons or from others?" And he said to them, "From others." Jesus said to him, "The sons are free." And what Jesus was saying is that he's the king. He owns that temple. He is God, and Peter is the son, and so they don't have to pay when they enter the building they own. But he goes on to say, "However, not to give offense to them, go to the sea and cast a hook and take the first fish that comes up, and when you open its mouth, you'll find a shekel. Take that and give it to them for me and yourself." So Jesus knew that there was a sea, that there was a fish that would be caught on the first cast, that there was a shekel inside its mouth. A shekel was according to 4 drachmas, and they had to pay 2 drachmas each. So this would be the perfect amount. And so just God, He provides the exact amount for every situation. So we don't need to worry about how and when we're going to get the money. Just remember a friend of mine who's now passed, he was being called to go and minister to pastors in England. And he was telling me that he needed so much money for the ticket to get over to England, but he didn't have the money. And then the following week he came to me and he said the exact amount of money for the ticket has just been put in his bank account. And God knows what we need, and He provides the exact amount for the right situation. And even in these situations where not to give people offense, and so we don't have to worry about this sort of thing. Things like how we're going to buy food the next day or clothes on our back. We know that when we just follow God, put Him first, seek the kingdom, He will provide all these things in amazing ways.